Kendrick's parents left Chicago with $500 and 2 trash bags. In hip-hop, origin stories are not optional details, they are explanations. They tell you why an artist sounds the way he does, why he moves carefully, why fame doesn't swallow him, and why his music feels heavier than entertainment. Few modern artists embody this truth as completely as Kendrick Lamar. Long before Grammys, Pulitzer Prizes, and cultural authority, his story began with 2 parents leaving Chicago with $500 and 2 trash bags of clothes. That single decision explains more about Kendrick Lamar than any sales figure or award ever could. This story resonates because it is not poetic or exaggerated, it is painfully ordinary. It reflects the kind of choice millions of families have made quietly, without cameras or applause, choosing uncertainty over guaranteed danger.
On September 15, 2012, I, along with colleague urban model photographer Nick Skills, set out on a journey to get backstage for an unsolicited access interview with rapper Kendrick Lamar. With no real media credentials, we attempted to bribe our way into Chicago's Congress Theater, only to be met with resistance from backstage security. The entire scenario was chaotic and graphic in nature, and due to legal purposes will not be shown in this video. Thankfully, the evening was not spoiled due in part to Nick's relationship with the artist's uncle, whom validated our purpose. On this night, never to be seen on video, we were able to witness Kendrick Lamar enjoy his success with his Chicago family.
It feels real, and reality is rare in an industry built on mythology. Chicago in the 1970s, when staying became dangerous. To understand why Kendrick's parents left, you have to understand the Chicago they were living in. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, Chicago's South Side was experiencing a slow collapse. Factories that once provided stable jobs shut down. Redlining and segregation confined black families to shrinking neighborhoods with fewer resources. Schools deteriorated, public services weakened, and unemployment climbed. Poverty was no longer temporary, it was structural. For young black families, the pressure was relentless. Violence was not random, it was patterned. It followed territory lines, affiliations, and invisible rules everyone understood but no one controlled. Raising a child in that environment meant constantly calculating risk. Safety was never guaranteed, only managed. Gang culture as an inescapable environment. In this reality, gangs were not distant criminal organizations, they were embedded in daily life. The gangster disciples and similar groups shaped neighborhoods through presence, influence, and pressure. Kendrick's father has spoken openly about being connected to gang culture, not as a source of pride, but as a reflection of environment. In many neighborhoods, avoiding affiliation required more energy and risk than participation. This is the part of the story that often gets misunderstood. Kendrick's parents did not leave because they were weak. They left because they understood something deeply practical. Environments shape outcomes. Staying meant surrendering control over the future, not just for themselves, but for their children. The decision to leave with almost nothing. When Kendrick's parents decided to leave Chicago, they did not do it with a plan that guaranteed success. They left with $500 in cash and 2 trash bags filled with clothes. No furniture, no savings account, no backup option. That detail matters because it strips away romanticism. This was not a fresh start in the inspirational sense. It was a gamble made under pressure. Trash bags are important in this story. They signal impermanence. They say, we might have to move again. They reflect the mindset of motion, not comfort. The $500 wasn't a cushion, it was momentum. Enough to move forward, not enough to fail safely.
We out here with Lionel. This is Kendrick Lamar's uncle. Behind the scenes at the Congress in Chicago.
When you say no, guess what I say? I go to somebody and say yeah. Shit, I got somebody say yeah. I got 2 of them say yeah.
It was here, at this particular moment, where we stumbled upon security in a dark, dimly lit Chicago alley. Again, for legalities, we would not show you the encounter. All differences were ultimately smoothed out. Immediately upon entry, we noticed 3 familiar faces. It's interesting to note that Kendrick's uncle loves and supports his work, but still not quite familiar with his label mates. Listen closely as he introduces Ab Soul and J-Rock.
Check this dude, you just missed him. You just missed him when you found him.
California.
This Chicago, man. They don't know.
California.
This Chicago, man. They don't know.
California.
This Chicago, man.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
Yeah. This is what's happening. This is what's happening.
TCE's in the Chicago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
TDE, this is J Rock. What up, Jay? What's up, baby? Big fan, sir. What's up?
Follow me,
Why this detail became cultural currency. The phrase $500 in 2 trash bags has stuck because it is specific. Specificity feels honest. In a world full of vague success stories about starting from nothing, this image forces you to confront what nothing actually looks like. It's visual, emotional, and universal. Anyone who has ever left home with limited options recognizes it instantly. This is why the story spreads. It's not aspirational in a shallow way, it's explanatory. It doesn't say, look how rich he became, it says, look how fragile the beginning was. Choosing Compton, a different kind of risk. The irony of Kendrick Lamar's origin story is that his parents escaped Chicago violence only to settle in Compton, California. Today, Compton is synonymous with West Coast gang culture, but context matters. At the time, Compton represented relative opportunity. Housing was more affordable, jobs were available, and, most importantly, it was far from the specific dangers they were fleeing. This was not a move toward safety, it was a move toward possibility. Kendrick's parents understood Compton had its own risks, but they believed distance itself could disrupt destructive patterns. Sometimes survival is not about finding peace, it's about buying time. Starting over without illusions. They arrived in California without fantasies of comfort. They expected struggle. What they hoped for was opportunity layered on top of struggle. That distinction is crucial. This was not a chase for wealth, it was an attempt to rewrite probabilities. Staying in Chicago meant a predictable future shaped by violence and limitation. Leaving meant uncertainty, and uncertainty felt preferable.
Even Chicago native rapper Twista made his presence.
What's up, Twista?
As we all made our
Backstage, I call shawties in this motherfucker, shot town in this motherfucker, Kendrick Lamar in this motherfucker, boy, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, boy.
That's what's up. Get on in there, girl. Get on in there. You better drop.
Hey, it's cool. We get drinks up, we get smoked up, we having a good time. Kendrick Lamar is putting on a show right now, boy. Yes. A+, A1. Shot town.
Unfortunately, I didn't get her number. However, that was not my goal nor my objective. Since I had already missed 10 minutes of the show, I decided to meet up with the family later so I could capture footage from front stage before security locked it down.
Kendrick Lamar's childhood, awareness from the beginning. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth was born in 1987 into a household shaped by vigilance. His parents carried the lessons of Chicago with them. They understood how environments trap young men and how quickly potential disappears without guidance. Kendrick grew up surrounded by gang activity, police presence, and neighborhood politics, but with a crucial difference. He was taught to observe, not participate. This distinction defines his entire career. Kendrick was not sheltered from reality, he was educated about it. He saw the streets clearly because his parents wanted him to understand consequences before temptation. Discipline as protection, not punishment. Structure in Kendrick's home was not about control, it was about survival. His parents knew how thin the margin was between curiosity and catastrophe. Discipline, responsibility, and moral clarity were protective strategies. They were tools designed to keep a young mind intact in an environment that constantly tested it. This upbringing created a unique psychological position. Kendrick was close enough to danger to understand it, but distant enough to analyze it. That balance would later become the foundation of his music. The weight of being spared. Growing up knowing your life was redirected before you were born creates a specific kind of pressure. Kendrick often speaks about gratitude mixed with responsibility. He understands that his success is not purely individual, it is inherited sacrifice. That awareness produces humility rather than entitlement. This is why Kendrick's music feels introspective instead of boastful. His confidence is quiet. His authority comes from reflection, not domination. Why Kendrick's music feels different. Many artists rap about struggle as spectacle. Kendrick approaches it as examination. His lyrics do not glorify chaos, they dissect it. He raps about temptation, guilt, fear, and faith with the voice of someone who knows how close he was to being consumed by the same forces he critiques. This is why his music carries moral weight. It doesn't sell fantasy, it documents reality. It asks uncomfortable questions instead of offering easy victories. Survivor's guilt and responsibility. Kendrick frequently addresses survivor's guilt, the discomfort of success when others from the same environment did not escape. This theme traces directly back to his parents' decision to leave Chicago. Their escape saved him, but it also placed a responsibility on him to tell the truth about where he came from. This is why Kendrick avoids exploiting trauma for entertainment. His restraint is ethical, not strategic. Escaping a cycle versus breaking one. Kendrick's parents did not eliminate hardship from his life. They interrupted inevitability. That difference matters. They did not change the rules of society, they changed the odds. Kendrick still had to navigate danger, but with awareness instead of blindness. This is what generational progress actually looks like. Not instant success, but incremental advantage built on sacrifice.
I hear. It's cool. I got what I needed. Plus the show was nearly over, so I headed back to VIP. Moments later, I was introduced to Kendrick's cousin, who assured me that Kendrick was well protected in the Chicago streets.
Well, shout out to my cousin just performed on stage. We doing our fucking thing out here. Chi-town, we doing our fucking thing out here. You know what it is, man.
What's your name, brother?
Love in these streets, you better know it. Hey, Kendrick got the mans in them streets, for real. You better believe it. You better believe it. Kendrick got the mans in them streets, you better believe it, nigga. I'm a 6-star G, man. This shit ain't no motherfucking game, for real.
You see what I mean? Here we have Kendrick's dad, who traveled all the way from Compton, California to watch his son perform in front of his Chi-town roots.
How you think your son did tonight, man? How you
He
did?
did very good, like he do every night. I'm proud of him. That's right.
Yes, sir. How you feel being back home in Chicago, man? These your roots, baby.
I always love to come back home.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We had glad.
I always go back and forth. I always love to come back home. I ain't never stopped coming back.
That's what's up.
Come back every day. Chi-town on right here.
Indeed.
Before he even came to Cali, he was Chi-town on.
Built on sacrifice. The American Dream without myth. This story resonates globally because it presents the American dream without illusion. There is no guarantee that talent wins, no promise that hard work alone is enough. What exists instead is long-term thinking, sacrifice, and decisions whose rewards appear decades later. Kendrick Lamar's success is not miraculous, it is compounded. Why hip-hop respects Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick's credibility does not come from aggression or excess. It comes from restraint, from refusing to perform trauma for applause, from acknowledging that his success stands on the shoulders of people who risked everything quietly. Hip-hop culture recognizes authenticity, and Kendrick's authenticity is rooted in truth, not performance. People do not share this story just because it is inspiring. They share it because it explains something fundamental. It answers why Kendrick avoids celebrity chaos, why he speaks carefully, and why his music feels morally anchored. The $500 and 2 trash bags are not trivia, they are context. Migration as a hidden through line. Kendrick's life reflects a broader Black American tradition of migration, moving away from danger toward uncertain opportunity. That movement echoes through his music, between ego and humility, fame and responsibility, faith.
I can't even walk down the street with it.
I bet you can't, man.
Can I have your autograph? Can I take a picture? We can't go to the store.
Right.
I can't even come out the house. We gotta move.
Right.
Why? And they come out. What Kendrick?
Right.
Crazy.
I'm sure it is.
I'll tell you some real shit. It's Compton, California.
Yeah.
Your dad was working at KFC.
Yep.
Top Dog went in to rob KFC. And Top Dog got a gun.
Ducky was well aware. They robbed the manager and shot a customer last year.
Real shit.
The moment of truth was just seconds away. We would now make our way to the green room, where the real party was to begin.
Kid, you done gained some weight, man. What you doing? Eating, man? You gotta eat, man, because you a little skinny. You know, real life kid. You get this skinny, no, yo. Good to see you, though, man. I saw your XXXL. I'm like, check this out. This is my nephew.
His parents' physical migration became his psychological frame. Legacy is what you interrupt.
I'm trying to get you on here. Me and my nephew.
Your dad somehow thinks, I'm going to charm him.
He figured he'd get on these niggas' good sides. Free chicken every time Anthony posted in line. 2 extra biscuits.
This is my nephew. You know what? Hold on. Come on here. This is sister. This is sister right there. Oh, turn over. This is family, y'all. Love.
And Top Dog liked your father
True story.
and did not rob the KFC because of your dad.
Anthony liked him and then let him slide. They didn't kill him.
Chicago in there. Hold on.
That cuz take a picture.
And now you're working with Top Dog.
Funny how life is, right?
You take 2 strangers and put them in random predicaments.
Nothing like that, man. Come on, we do that. Don't do that.
Thing, man.
We all gonna do this, man. This is love, man.
Peace.
This is my brother. This is daughter and his son. We family. And y'all family.
Compton and the grandbaby. Compton to Chicago.
Your mama never told you about
Congratulations, Chicago.
Congratulations.
We were the East and the West.
I just realized that was a family business.
East and the West.
I was in the rest of y'all. New niggas, just new niggas. Don't get involved.
Kodak moment. That's a Kodak moment right there on the real. That's family shit right there.
I didn't know that, man. I didn't know you like that.
You could feel the genuine love in the room. It was like a good old-fashioned family reunion. Like you were the invited guest, but when it was all over, you felt like you were kinfolk.
Take 2 strangers and put them in random predicaments. Give them a soul so they can make their own choices and live with it.
There were no egos this night, nothing but respect. At this moment, I asked Kendrick with respect due to his time if I could do a quick 5-minute interview. He obliged. I had to make it quick, for this was really a family affair.
20 years later, them same strangers you make them meet again inside recording studios where they reaping their benefits.
With Kendrick Lamar, and first of all, I want to thank you, man, for doing this interview. This is a monumental moment, at least for me. One of my favorite hip hop artists, and I just wanted to, kind of get an idea. You back home and your origins, man, Chicago. What does it feel like to be back here in Chicago, man?
I see all my family out there, friends out there.
Then you start reminding them about that chicken incident. Whoever thought the greatest rapper would be from coincidence?
Yeah,
it feels great. Still getting the same love like we in Compton right now.
Yeah.
Now I was talking to some of your family members, and he had told me that you actually come back and forth here, you know, during the summers. Now what side are you from originally? Like, where's your family from?
South Side.
South Side?
Yeah, 76 Compton.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are your finest moments? Like, when you come back here, what do you typically, I mean, besides family, what is it in here in Chicago that you just like, you know, I mean, outside of being, you know, away from...
I got my most memories at Harold's Chicken. I don't know, I remember that so much. You hear my family in the background, they're crazy motherfuckers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Harold's Chicken.
A lot of memories come from Harold's Chicken for some reason.
Yeah.
A lot of summers there. Churches. It's Harold's Chicken and churches.
Oh, they don't have churches out there in Cali?
Yeah, they got it in Cali.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I seen it out here first, then Cali.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people wonder, were you actually born in Chicago, or were you born in Chicago? Were you like raised in Chicago? Or you just how did that work out? Like, I mean, I know your family origins here, but
I was born in Compton.
Okay, so you were born in Compton.
Born in Compton.
Okay,
that's my home. That's my birthplace.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then we was moving back, coming back and forth and shit, but we always had a home in Compton because they was going back to Chicago, grabbing the rest of my family and bringing them to Compton.
Right.
My mom's in Prouse and shit.
Okay. And then so when you're here, you know, your family, man, we just shot some footage of you and your family. It's all love, man. Like, what do you typically, if you had a longer time, because I know you got a big tour, what would you typically do when you were here? You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather go to my grandpa's house. I ain't been over there in a minute. I ain't seen him in a while. I ain't seen him in probably like 12 years.
Indeed.
Since I was a kid. Probably go over there. I'm going to try to make it over there tonight before we dip out on this bus.
Indeed. Okay. I mean, when I listen to your music, it kind of is reminiscent of like a lot of 90s hip-hop, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of gravitate towards it. What were some of your influences, you know, when you were, you know, doing this music thing, and at what age did you finally remember, like, oh man, I really want to do this for a living?
Probably 13, 14, probably like 16 when I said I wanted to really do it.
Okay.
My memories, everybody from the West Coast really just gangster rap.
Indeed.
I was influenced by that a lot. You know? My first song I probably remember was Drake's song, Nothing But a G Thing.
Nothing But a G Thing, yeah.
Because if Anthony killed Dougie, Top Dog could be serving life while I grow up without a father and die in a gunfight.
Okay. And my last question to you, real quick, we're gonna wrap it up. What is there anyone that you are looking to work with in the meantime soon? I see you working with a lot of folks. In some of your...
Probably not. I just really want to focus on myself and make sure myself is established as an artist, you know.
Indeed.
Before I jump out too many features.
And absolutely.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, man.
All right. Appreciate it.
And there you have it. The most unscripted interview you will ever hear in your lifetime. Truth be told, there are many questions that I would like to ask, but of course, due to time limitations, that is what came to mind at that particular moment. I know many of you are probably left wondering, what was it all for? And to my response would be, the risk was worth the reward.
Legacy is what you interrupt. Kendrick Lamar's parents did not know they were raising a cultural icon. They knew they were trying to interrupt violence, limitation, and inevitability. That interruption is their true legacy. History does not always change with noise. Sometimes it changes quietly, on a highway heading west, with everything you own in 2 trash bags and $500 in your pocket. That single decision didn't just change a family, it changed hip-hop forever. If you want more real stories that uncover the hidden roots behind legendary success, please like and subscribe for more future updates. See you next time.